welcome to Kyle's Kitchen. I have one of my fellow staff members here from AHS with me today, Maxine Middleton, who is I'll let you explain what your job is here at the high school.
I am the technical resource teacher, which means that I help maintain all the computers in the school. You know, you call me Plenty. And
she's my daily friend.
So I run or help run 3 computer labs and all the teachers' computers. You know, when your mouse doesn't work, you call me.
Mm-hmm. And you teach special classes too, and
so
different techniques and Google things.
And all that. I teach students how to use software and teachers. Do some training.
All right. So we'll talk a little bit more about that later, but she's going to use her hands today to make some loaded baked potato chowder, which sounds wonderful on this cold day. So you are, we'll go ahead and mention this now, you are a Pampered Chef
consultant. Yes.
And so, of course, a lot of things we're going to be using today are from Pampered Chef. So I'll let you go ahead and get started.
Okay. So I did some pre-work. I started with just some baking potatoes. There was 3 of them.
Okay.
And I took my Santoku knife.
Now, what does that mean?
Santoku knife is like a Rachel Ray knife.
Okay.
It has these granthams in the side, so when you cut into, for instance, a potato, it doesn't get stuck.
Don't get stuck.
So I just cut them all lengthwise, like this. Okay. And then I place them in my deep covered baker.
I like those nice little covers for those knives too.
They're fantastic. They're it's so that when you reach in your drawer, if you don't have a knife block, when you reach in your drawer, you don't cut yourself. So I cut 3 potatoes lengthwise, and I put them in my deep covered baker. This is actually a cooking stone. Have you ever used a stone before?
A pizza stone.
Okay, so this is the same idea.
Okay.
It's a pizza stone. Like when you look on the inside,
oh, I see.
It's a stone, but it's coated in ceramic, so it's pretty. So you can go from the oven to the table. And that's really hot, sorry. So I took my 3 potatoes, I cut them lengthwise, I put a half a cup of milk. This is actually skim milk. This is actually a low-calorie recipe. I thought after the holidays, it's cold outside, everyone's trying to lose weight, and this is a meal in itself. So there are 3 potatoes and half a cup of milk. I put this in the microwave for 11 minutes. Did you know that baking stones are microwave safe?
No, I didn't know that.
They're microwave safe. They're not dishwasher safe. They're microwave safe. They're freezer safe. They're oven safe. So,
is there a special way to clean them?
Actually, we'll talk about that in a minute.
Okay.
So I put this in the microwave for 11 minutes, and I want these potatoes to cook evenly. So I'm going to just switch the order that they are in. So I'm going to take the ones that are on the outside and put them on the inside, and then move them all around. That way everyone gets happy, everyone's swimming in the pool, and everyone gets cooked. So, come on little guys.
Move over. He wants to stay on the edge.
Yeah, he likes the edge. Okay, so I just switched around the order, and I'm going to put the lid back on. I'm going to stick this back in the microwave for another 8 to 11 minutes, just until they're fork tender.
Okay.
And I'm going to use my hot pads because I'm not going to burn myself.
All right, now before you became the resource teacher, what was your title here before?
I actually taught, hold on.
It's a heavy stone.
It is this heavy stone. And this is not a very big microwave, so there we go. Before I before I was a technical resource teacher, I actually was an English teacher. I taught special classes, and then before that I was an elementary school teacher. I've kind of done it all. Everything but middle school. Middle school, I've never done. So while that's cooking, well, let me tell you about the stone, how to clean it real quick. Every stone comes with this little scraper. They're so handy dandy. They're great for glass top ovens and grouts in your tub, and for just scraping residue off of any surface. And
I suppose if you lose that, since it comes with it, you can buy them.
You can. They come in sets of 3. They're not very expensive. They're like a couple dollars. And so to clean that, all I'll do when we're all done here is I'll wait for it to cool so I don't crack the stone, and then I will rinse it under warm water and scrape the sides with this. And stones are like a cast iron skillet.
You don't use soap.
So you don't use soap. They get a seasoning on them, so they get dark and really ugly looking, which is really good. We like that. So. In my batter bowl here, I'm actually going to move this cutting board. in this batter bowl, which is just a glass bowl. They come with a lid like this one.
I have one of those.
Large and small.
I have
love,
one.
love.
Yep.
I just have 4 ounces of light cream cheese. You could use the, the full tilt stuff if you like, but we're trying to save calories, right? And then this is skim milk, 3 cups, and these are in our easy read. Look at, see how you can see exactly.
So much easier than
You don't, yeah, like in high school. Yeah, no, you don't have to do that. So if you'll pour this in slowly for me, I'm gonna whisk this in, but I just want like a little itty bit. It's really important. That's perfect. It's really important to just do a little bit at a time because we don't want this to be lumpy at all. Okay.
You want me to just keep pouring little bits at a time?
Yeah, a little bit more. We're just gonna. Okay, that's good. We're gonna whisk this together. So it's just like I said, skim milk and light cream cheese. I'm splashing. Towel, very important. It's because all my cream cheese is up in my whisk. So,
and with light cream cheese, I really can't tell the difference.
I can't either.
The fat-free kind you can, but the light kind I really can't tell.
I gotta say,
especially when you use it, you're not just spreading it on crackers.
Right.
You're using it in the recipe.
Yes, I can't
not
tell
saving
either. I
calories?
am not a big fan of fat-free. It tastes like plastic to me, but that's just me. So we're whisking this together. This was softened cream cheese. It had been in the refrigerator all day here at school, so I just threw it in the microwave for like 20 seconds. And
now, do you make this recipe very often?
so actually it's kind of funny. Today at lunch I was talking about how I was going to be on Kyle's Kitchen, famous, and they were like, "What are you making?" And I was like, "Well, loaded baked potato chowder. What else would I be making?" And they're like, "Is that what you ate for like a week straight?" I'm like, because I love it. So I actually got on a kick. You can pour some more milk in. I got on a kick with this, and I made it on a day that my husband wasn't home, and then I literally ate it every single day for lunch. I would bring it in one of these right here. That's a 2-cup prep bowl, and I like them because they have the lids.
Yeah,
and
that is nice. It's not good for the environment because you're not using plastic or foil or whatever.
Okay, more milk, please.
And they seal it up really nice in your fridge, so if it's something like onions, it's not going to smell.
Just keep going.
Okay.
Yeah, it's true, and you don't have to worry about like BPA free or any of that crazy stuff, and dishwasher safe, and oven safe, and microwave safe. I bake in the small one. I bake cakes in the microwave in 5 minutes. Yes.
Little tiny individual cakes.
Yeah. Just come to your house and do pampered chef party. Okay. So I have this all incorporated, and got a couple more minutes.
6 more minutes on that.
Actually, I should probably test it. Okay, so while we're doing that, we can we're gonna end up putting some cheese in here.
Okay.
And this, I tell you, this one comes with a lid too. They come with lids, which are really nice. What do you use your batter bowl for?
I use it. I would use it just to make cupcakes in it, or brownies or whatever, to make that kind of thing. I don't know. I use it for a lot of different things. I mean, obviously just to measure things, but it's so easy to pour from that. If you're filling.
It's a really handy tool.
Yeah.
I really like it. Okay, actually, I lied to you. I'm going to do my bacon because it takes some time. So I actually have a fun trick for making bacon bits. You can certainly buy the kind that are pre-done, but some of them are like those.
Some of them aren't that good.
Yeah, some of them are like, really? What is that? I'm not sure. So I'm a real deal kind of girl. And this bacon is completely defrosted. If I have bacon that is frozen a little bit, it's easy to chop. But like I said, this is completely defrosted, so I'm going to use my kitchen shears. I have to say this is one of my faves because I have 3 sets of these. I'm such a loser.
And they're all the same?
They're all the same. I have 2 in my kitchen and 1 in my car because my pampered chef stuff's always in my car, so it's like in my kit for when I do shows at people's homes. And
do they ever need sharpened?
These do not. They are extremely sharp. You can actually cut a chicken in half with these and butterfly a chicken. Or they cut open dog food just fine as well. And in this case, do you use shears in your kitchen?
Yeah.
What do you use them for?
To do stuff like that.
Okay.
Meat or cut.
I used to work in an infant room. My kids were 6 weeks, 18 months. That was like my previous job. And I would we would cut kids sandwiches with scissors, like regular like Fisker scissors that you use at school, and so.
I would never have thought of that.
Yeah. So, and I also, when I make thin crust pizza, we have a fantastic pizza cutter, but I use my scissors because it's just easier for me to control. I guarantee if I was trying to cut raw bacon with a knife, I would be cutting myself right now. So.
We don't want that on the show.
No, no blood. Okay, so this is actually a lot more than I needed. I pre-did some, so I put that over there.
Because we never know how long these stoves are going to take.
Right. So this is actually a new cutting board that we have. Notice how skinny and thin it is. So, and you can pick it up and bring your bacon to the oven.
Very nice.
I'm going to. Do you have any Pampered Chef items?
Well, I have the bowl. I have like a rippled little chopper thing for vegetables or whatever.
Oh, like a crinkle cutter?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
And what else do I have? I have a pizza stone, and I have, I can't think right now. Cut just a couple things.
Totally put you on the spot, didn't I?
Yes, you did.
What is your favorite item? Do you have
Honestly, this.
The batter bowl?
I love it, yeah.
Okay, so I just took these little bacon bits, and so I obviously saw that I cut them with my scissors. I usually tend to cut bacon when it's frozen. Mm-hmm. And this is an 8-inch skillet. It's non-stick. It is the most fabulous non-stick ever. You burn cheese in there and you just wipe it out with a paper towel. And of course this oven isn't completely hot yet. But
it takes a while.
We'll
should
just
try to
let it
boil
sit.
pasta. One day our show went like 2 hours because we had to edit a lot.
Oh yeah, that's bad.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm just gonna let this sit over here. We'll move on to something else, but if it just don't let me forget about it, because that would be bad.
We'll see the smoke.
Yeah.
The kids will
Smell it.
signal us. They have a signal for smoke because it's happening. Okay.
Okay, so there's a cheese grater that Pampered Chef had for years. It had 2 barrels that you can do like wide shreds or like fine like this, and they redesigned it. And so, are you left-handed or right-handed?
Right-handed.
Okay, me too. So this actually can be made for a left-handed person or a right-handed person.
Neat.
All
They were
dishwashers
really
say
thinking,
they totally were. They expanded the barrel so that your cheese doesn't get. I used to have one that the cheese would all get stuck, and you have to like take this off. And, no, you don't have to do that. And it's got an extra big hopper. Okay. Can you think of anything else that you would put in here besides cheese? Totally putting you on the spot. It's so fun.
This is hard. I'm sure there's a lot of things. What else would you put in there?
You could put chocolate in there.
Oh, okay.
You could put croutons in there to make like something to dredge your chicken in. Breadcrumbs, right? You can put nutmeg in there. You can put ginger in there. Pretty much anything you would microplane you can put in here. And I'm going to have you do this because I want you to try it.
Yeah.
Just go ahead and do it right over here and just give it a spin.
Very easy.
Yeah.
Very easy. Yeah.
So, and you don't have to do it all. I just wanted you to test it out and show you how it works. And our potatoes are probably done. And I hear bubbling, so I'm going to go.
Okay, everything's getting done at once.
Everything's happening. This is the way of the world. My very first Pampered Chef show ever, I did for actually another teacher here. And I had this cutting board that has, get spit out. I had a cutting board that has measuring cups on the side. It's a great Pampered Chef tool. But you know like how Rachel Ray does the garbage bowl thing? So I had sliced up onions and all my garbage bowl items were over in the in the like the measuring cups on the cutting board. And you know, usually when you cook, and I was in someone's living room, you know, and I picked up the cutting board by the side where the you know, by the measuring cups, and the measuring cups popped out and it was like a fountain of red onions. I was like, so sorry about your living room, you know.
That's gonna
that was my very
for a
first
while.
Pampered Chef show. So hey, we're all human. So since this is going in soup, I tend to make these pretty well done because they get soggy in the soup, and so it brings out more flavor if they're pretty well done.
That's the other thing with that pre-cooked or half pre-cooked bacon. It never gets crispy enough.
No.